everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Terri Lee, pure visionary, psychic medium, and I have the great delight today to be the host of the Psychic Triad. We have SunPsychic Jean and Terri Suzuki of Kigaru Spiritual Journeys, and we are the Psychic Triad. I am so delighted to be reading for everyone in the chat who has a question. So please, if you do have questions today, let's put them in caps with emojis. And you pros out there in the chat know that. But we're also going to make a point of saying, please, if you don't get your question answered as soon as you get it posted or a little bit after, please repost it. We're just going to go forward on the questions and I will star them. So I will be reading the ones that are starred, but I will also be taking the new ones as they come up newly in the chat. So thank you. And let's just have a little opener. Jean, what have you been up to lately?
I had two back-to-back Saturday psychic fairs, which really just catapulted my enthusiasm. And I have so many different ideas. It's really wonderful being in that kind of atmosphere with other readers and
Oh,
other like-minded individuals. And it's
yeah.
the opportunities that you bump into people and they say, hey, well, let's do this, let's do that. It's very spontaneous, collaborative, and a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Plus beautiful, beautiful people that I did readings for. I did a reading for this woman who was a um, a healer of souls, but I
Ooh.
think she was a nurturer of souls. She was almost, she had a little bit of angelic quality to her,
Ooh, cool.
and she was able to heal her grandmother's soul because her grandmother didn't have a beautiful childhood and
Oh,
wanted to give her granddaughter the childhood that she never got. So
wow.
her grandmother was very childlike and would and the granddaughter is the one who nurtured and who healed her soul. And she told me story after story after story of people and how she didn't know. I told her, I said, did you know that you're healing their souls? That it was very magical. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
That
Very
does.
cool. All right, Terri, and what have you been up to?
Well, I have been doing a few readings
Mhm.
and personal readings. I'm getting ready to go to a in-person fair in Ocean Shores,
Oh,
Washington,
love
in the
ocean
middle of
shores.
August. I know it's
That's
so cool.
beautiful.
And what's also nice is my oldest daughter lives there, so I get to go hang out with her too. Um,
Bonus.
I'd have to say spiritually, what I've been up to is about time. Recently, scientists were, for the very first time, able to track gravitational waves coming from another galaxy to our
Yes.
Earth.
Wow.
And the reason that this is such a big deal is it can change time. It warps
Wow.
time. It, you know,
Wow.
it, and so I was hanging out with my guides, and they were telling me about these gravitational waves and what humans are going to do with them eventually. So that was kind of cool.
Oh, that's very cool. Wow, I like that. Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I love it when like spiritual stuff and science come together.
Yes, and that's the thing, science is catching up.
Mhm.
Science is slowly beginning to catch up and discovering that everything is energy.
It,
And it just ties right in with what the guides and the creator have been trying to tell us all along. It's amazing. And I think it's coming now because we need it. I think it's coming now. Just to me, the downloads have just been amazing for me. And I've been so happy. Um, I went to a movie last night, and I'll just share a little casual life info. I got the joy of taking my soon-to-be 16-year-old grandson and my 12-year-old granddaughter, and my husband and I took them to a movie, and we got to see kind of a premiere. I think it'll be out very soon if it's not out this weekend, but it's called Juno or Jules. I'm sorry, Jules, Jules. Check it out. I thought it was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. It's
Wow.
it's a little strange, which I love that stuff. And it was just delightful. And we shared dinner before the show, and it was just so wonderful. And it was an answer to my request to be able to spend more time with them. So that was delightful. Okay, well, we've got plenty of people to say hi to. I'm going to whip back here. And of course, Viviani, wonderful to see you. Junosphere. Amy, Warrior Princess. Yes, I have your question starred. Junosphere. Let's see. Let's zip on down. Akela. Hi. Starfish. Nice to see you. Jessica Lynn. Brandon Harden. I have your Jessica and Brandon. I have your questions starred. Okay. Let's see. We're doing good. Look at all this. Sonia. Pinola. Nice. Anybody else you want to call out, ladies? I'm just kind of, Lark. Hi. Thank you very much. So wonderful to have you all. Can't say it enough. Cannot say it enough.
I just want to say hi to Starfish again. I read with her yesterday on Allie's show. Yeah.
Cool. Really? I'll have to check that out. We can't say it enough. We cannot say it enough. When you join us with your energy, it lifts us up. It really does make tuning into spirit easier for us. And we thank you very, very much. All right. Hi, Maya. Okay. So, what else was I going to talk about? Well, I'll think about it later. I hope that all of you will participate and comment, and we will share both comments and questions. And, that's what it was. Thank you, guys. We would like to ask the chat a question. We are considering changing the format a bit of the Psychic Triad. That doesn't mean we will never go back to this format. But we are considering perhaps maybe choosing only one subject. For instance, only reading past lives in some show, or and there's a myriad of subjects you can think of, but that would be one of the ideas. But we would like to ask you, our beloved chat, to give us some of your ideas. We love to mix it up. We're brave. I think we can handle it. Don't you, ladies?
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to including you in this discussion that we're having with each other. So thank you very much.
Yeah, a little more like a theme, like anybody who's lost anything, you can ask us about that. Anybody who's had a strange experience in their life, you can ask about that. Sort of like a theme show, but we can maybe do like the theme. I don't know. They just give us your
like
ideas. Let us know if you like it.
Yeah, Ascended Masters theme or something
yes.
like that.
Or angels and guides only, or something like that, or only mediumship. Okay, so let us know what you're thinking out there. We're going to be taking a few notes as we see that zip by. And ladies, are you ready to start?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I did see somebody at 236. Her name, it zipped by. Olga is 236.
Okay, that's not my time though, right?
Yes,
it is. Oh, thank you very much, Jean. Because my brain just can't do all that all at once. Thank you, dear. Okay. Oh, wow. We got a lot of comments going on here.
So Olga says she thinks that's a good idea, but suggests to always hashtag on the description so people can quickly see when you're live.
Oh,
but I suggest to always hashtag on the description so people can quickly see. Oh, you'll have to elaborate a little bit on that.
Yeah, Olga. I'm a little.
What did you?
Wait a second. Needed to click the notification button.
Right.
See when you're live.
Right. Right. That's as far as we know. But if you have a new trick, let us know. Yeah.
Okay. One more thing I would like to mention. I gotta get this business out of the way. We would like to mention that if you want to participate with the chat, come on over to my channel. That way you can talk back and forth with the other people in the chat. So just wanted to make that mention because we are simulcasting on Jean's channel, SunPsychic Jean and Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Okay. Now I think we're ready. Okay. First one, Brandon Harden. Hello, ladies. Will I build a house or buy one, and where? Wow. Okay. Build a house, buy one, and where? We're going to dive in. First one takes a few minutes, so please be patient with us. Talk amongst yourselves.
Thank you, JR. I'll bring that up at the end or after this.
Okay.
So
Go ahead, Jean.
the if, will I, may be purchasing a property that you would like sort of do a lot of demo in and then sort of rebuild or make another extension. So it's a little bit of both. And let me see where are you now, Brandon? Can you tell us what part of the US you are in now? Or if you're in the US? Getting Colorado. Getting North Carolina. How about you ladies?
Go ahead, Terri.
Well, right away, I got that he should build. I heard he should build and get what he wants. Build what he wants. And then I didn't get a place like in the United States. What I got was somewhere, wherever he is, looking somewhere a little bit rural. So basically suburban, but a little bit more out there so that you have a little bit more land. You can buy a little bit more land. Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit outside of that tiny suburban area, wherever you live, to build land, to build on.
Well, if he did respond, he said he is stationed in North Carolina at this time, but he's looking to build or buy in New York.
Mm. There's lots of land in New York, and
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm still working on the cards. It's interesting. Okay. I kind of felt a little more like what Jean was saying. I kind of felt that whole buy and build combined in what I was getting. So perhaps that's what is in store, because that is, in a sense, getting what you want, right? And so I kind of just felt like, oh, do I need to go this way or that way? I drew some cards. So the first card I drew was the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is about choices. So that's kind of perfect in this instance. I'm always amazed by the cards. Decisions, decision making, and to stay or go. So that's where you're at right now. The next card, don't be afraid, everybody. It's the Death card. It's the Death card. Now, the Death card does not mean physical death when you're asking a question like this. Okay. So endings is what it means. Letting go is what it means. So let's keep those two things in mind as we go forward. Now, the next card I drew was also appropriate. It's the Six of Swords. Okay. And that is moving on to smoother waters, calmer waters, progress, moving on. So what it's saying here is you've got decisions to make. Something is in your life needs to end, or you need to let it go. Okay. And then this is moving on and progress. So that's encouraging you. And then I love this one, the Moon. Check that out. In this reading, that is really a great card. So the moon is about dreams. And I think that's what we're talking about here. You have a dream of this new home or this rebuilt home or a home that you will build yourself. But the important thing to know is that you need to let go of any anxiety or fear that you have about it. Because if you want to see what you clearly need to do, and if you want to hear the guides direct you, which they will, you need to let go of that situation. So, in a way, I feel like it's kind of a combination of what we're all saying, but it's not really what we're all saying. It's sort of all about you. And I would highly suggest that you use some manifestation techniques, maybe a vision board or manifestation meditation, where you just sit quietly and comfortably, listen to some very soothing music, and picture, excuse me, picture how you're going to feel when it's all over. Don't get too into the details. Just picture like, wow, this is going to be so amazing. I feel amazing about my decisions. I feel amazing about this home. There you have it. That's it. Ooh, that was kind of a fun one to start with.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, Brandon.
Yes, yes. And you know what? Please get back to us because we love it. We like to hear what happens.
It is just so important just to follow your gut, follow spirit, follow your inspiration, and not to have so much hanging on the outcome or your expectations. Let go of your expectations and say, Spirit, show me what my desire is, or something better. You'll never know what you can dream up or what the universe can offer you.
Absolutely. That's great. Absolutely, Jean. Okay. We got through the first one, ladies. Let's rock on. Okay. Thank you very much, Brandon. May I have a question from my spirit team asked by Jessica Lynn? Hi, Jessica. And thank you so much for coming along with us on this journey today. A message from my spirit team for Jessica Lynn.
I feel there's energy around you of creation. It feels like you're not conjuring, but like mm, building up some energy around you that is creative energy around you, whether it's something you're planning or something you're dreaming or something that is occurring around you. I just feel like there's energy, and you've put a lot of hard work into it, and it's all surrounding you, and it's a really beautiful light around you.
That's lovely. Terri?
And I got a very, very short message, but it was basically they want you, if you have a pendulum, they want you to start using it all the time. If you don't, go get one, because they just want you to use it on more like a daily basis, that it's not a special thing. I just feel it just feels super strong, super strong. Get a pendulum and use it.
Wow, that's great. Well, it's interesting that Jean mentioned creativity, because the first thing I saw was dancing. I don't know if this relates to you physically dancing. I did see a group of people. I think it's either a group that you're working with that you are going to be celebrating perhaps and dancing, or you're physically dancing. I'm sorry, I can't quite get in which one it is. But creativity was the word I heard. Creativity. And I feel like you're reaching out. I feel like you've got some new ideas. Okay, so let's see what the ideas are that they're saying. Reach out and draw the power of the spirit into your ideas. Let us work with you and make them a reality. You no longer have to be shy. Be bold, be confident, Watch for the signs. Listen for our voices. You will be exploring new realms of expressing yourself that you have never attempted to do before. And we are with you. Okay, and that's it.
Beautiful. We
all
are,
right.
there's new energies all around us.
Yes, it's
Yep.
definitely in the air, no doubt. Well, let us know, Jessica, how you felt about that, and we'll watch for your comment to come up. All right. And Amy Warrior Princess says, Jessica, yes. And got a lot of vibes behind you. That's great. Wonderful. What a beautiful group we have. Okay. I'm going to go back to the questions. And I have Amy Warrior Princess. Hello, ladies. May I please have your permission to post the reading you did on my Uncle Kirk on my
Oh, of
channel?
course. Of
Yeah,
course.
totally.
That's so fun, wasn't it?
Wow, that may be the easiest question of the day, ladies. Yeah, check that one off, right? Okay, and she has an additional question. All right. She wants a message from her dad, Jerry. Okay. Amy's dad. Amy's dad, Jerry.
So your dad's coming through with a little bit of an apology. He feels like he didn't do enough for you, or he couldn't do enough for you. Something that he feels like he could have done more. He could have provided for you in a better way. He just comes through with a little bit of regret that he couldn't do more, that he really he understands. But he's let me see, Jerry. Let me see what else. Oh. He's showing me a dog, a short little white dog with spots. And he's just letting me know that he has so much love, unconditional love for you. And he's he always he you were the stars in his eyes. You were very, very special in his heart.
Terri?
So Amy, I got your dad on my stage, and he was presenting in a kind of a younger. He wasn't presenting like an old person, like maybe in his 30s, and dressed appropriate for probably the 70s, I want to say. And he is just on the stage, just really showing me kind of what a vital person he was. And then he just telling me about how much he loves you and how much he loves helping you now. And then he shows me stairs, and he's showing me how that he helps you right now walk up the stairs. And of course, he's not really talking about walking upstairs. He's talking about, each kind of upgrade to your life, each kind of spiritual upgrade. Every time you kind of take another leap, he's with you. He's with you all the time. And feel free to call upon him. And he will do his best to help you to get information across to you. So.
That's very good. The first thing I heard distinctly with my clairaudience was, I do my best work over here. And he then said, and I took notes, that he was honored or is honored to have stepped into the role as your father, as okay, he's saying, as wild as it may seem, we both taught each other lessons. We both healed a part of our souls. Ooh, that one gave me chills. And what he was showing me and telling me, I just could just feel the vibration from him that, please understand, I was fearful. I knew I would fail time and time and time again. I always knew it. I couldn't break free from it. You are so dear to me. You are so loving and caring. I greatly appreciate your reaching out to me, and I am here for you. Being a human isn't easy. But my love for you was one of the best things I experienced and still do to this day. Oh, getting tears. Okay, I think that's it.
It's really lovely. She said her parents got divorced when she was 14, and her dad was an alcoholic. And she said, but she has forgiven him. So
wow.
And she also said he was a Marine and he loved working with his hands. He had his own workshop, which kind of makes sense because the stairs I was seeing were wooden and they had been
cool.
built. And I kind of don't wonder if he was showing these stairs that he constructed. So
wow, that's powerful. It's very powerful to me too, Amy. My father was an alcoholic as well, and yeah. Blessings to you for doing the work and for walking through it and forgiving him, because it is very, very healing. And I know it was in my life. It's very powerful. And now I talk to him all the time and I'm very comfortable doing so. So, whew, okay, ladies, that one got me. Okay.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for reaching out. Yes. And sometimes it's very vulnerable to ask a question like that. So thank you for trusting us with your loved one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. I have a question now from Valerie S. May I have a message from my ancestors / guides? Much love and thank you. Yeah, I'm going to get a little sip of water. It's very hot in here.
Depends on how far you want to go back. I'm seeing feathers. I'm seeing feathers and leaves, like autumn leaves and feathers, and like sort of turkey feathers, the kind that the Native Americans would use, and or even maybe the Pilgrims would use those feathers. But I'm seeing autumn leaves and feathers. Let me see if I can get a message from that. What does this mean for Valerie? They're just saying practice the traditions that are warming and nurturing is what they want you to. They're almost like reminding me of the Thanksgiving sort of tradition, but with the autumn leaves and the turkey feathers, they're just saying to practice the traditions, whether it's a Friday night pizza every day or every week with the family, or if it's weekend movie every weekend, or whatever the tradition is. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving, but they just say practice the traditions that nurture the family.
And I'm seeing a long, long, long line of people. They're not really actually in a line, but they're kind of stacked up like blocks. And these are your ancestors. These are not past lives. These are your ancestors. And the man that is in front, he is saying, you can call upon us. He's saying, you come from such a diverse background, so that whatever skill you need, we got it. They're like, so if you're like puttering around the kitchen and you can't remember how to make a certain thing, just call upon the ancestors and they will send you the recipe in your head. Or let's say you're building something or you're trying to figure something out. Somebody in your background has the skills to figure it out. And they are just saying, call upon us because we're strong and you are very strong. And all you have to do is ask for help, and we're right there.
Beautiful.
And they feel real solid too. I should tell that even though this is like a line, they feel like a wall of people, kind of. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I ask for help when I cook all the time. Should I try this spice? No. Okay. What I saw, very similar, Terry, a great many souls. And the feeling I got, this is your soul group. And our ancestors are very often in our very tightly knit soul group. So that's what I felt. Just this, okay, a bond that reaches through many times, many planets, eons and eons of experience and joy and laughter that we all share. And now we're so proud you're getting to know your true self, your true identity. Engage with us, play with us. I'm just feeling strength. I mean, that's the vibration that they're sending me right now. There's a great deal of strength here for you to draw from. And please do so often. You are loved. You are surrounded by love. And we joyously stand beside you in this journey.
That's really pretty.
Wow,
Very
that's cool.
nice.
Souls. It's so important that we all remember we are eternal light beings having an experience. We are in school. And we have that kind of support. Beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you, Valerie. Okay, now we have Sonia. Hi, Sonia. Sonia wants a message from her angels.
After Sonia, I was wondering if we could maybe, if I could interject a different question on the next one after Sonia.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Okay.
They hear your prayers, Sonia, that I'm hearing that you pray to your angels. You ask them to come and protect you. You ask them to bestow blessings, to bring you, ease in your life. And they hear your prayers and they are close and they're thanking you for being in conversation with them, because it's really important for all of us to remember we have to ask. They can't just interfere. and we have to. It's our free will, so we have to ask for their help and welcome their help, and you know, remind them, or you know, ask for them to come in each and every day. Yeah, they're always by your side, and this is their job. So they can't wait but to do this for us. Yeah.
Lovely.
At first, they just showed me this huge moth. I think it's called a Luna moth, and
Oh,
it's a light green and blue and very much light green, and they're very quite large. And I was really close up with it, and then kind of pulled back and saw that there was actually a lot of them. And as Jean said, they hear your prayers. Then suddenly I was like a drone looking over her house and seeing all these moths come up and up and up, flying up. And I realized their prayers, their prayers. So they hear
oh,
your prayers,
beautiful.
and they're seeing, and in this particular case, I believe they're talking to all of us as well, because Sonia prays a lot, obviously, but they're saying, please keep praying. There's nothing too small. There's nothing. You're not doing it too much. You're not, you know, you're not whining. And that's all of us. You're not whining. It's okay. We see them, and they're very, very real to us.
And I like to frame the prayers in a gratitude, like, thank you, angels, for keeping me protected. Thank you, angels, for showing me the way. Thank you, angels, for getting me the parking spot. Whatever you need, you know, whatever it is, I would say thank you, and then sort of say that prayer, like frame it that way.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Jean. Gratitude is very valuable. It is. It's like a beam of light. So the message I got was continue the work. So that kind of ties in the prayers. I must add, the lunar moth can be in its cocoon for a long time
Oh,
before it
really?
comes forward. And so I think when the message that they're giving me with do the work is now is the time to expand, to know that when you ask, it is given, to uplift others, uplift the world. Ooh, and know that you are a powerful being. Your prayers come from love, and the love energy goes out and creates and supports and heals and helps and encourages. Please continue and do the work. We're with you. Wow. Okay. Thank you for that question. That was
Good
lovely.
job, Sonia. Beautiful energy around that.
Yes,
I can feel them
absolutely.
all here.
Yeah.
Okay, Jean, what did you have in mind, dear?
You have it already started. It's the one. It's the at 450. What is it? 450 or 258.
Okay, so let
You
me see.
had just started.
258, 257. Uh, the brand art yoga.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I just felt drawn to this.
Okay.
So she says, I want to inquire about my brother Carlos, who is going through a withdrawal from drugs after 3+ years of abusing them, being homeless and struggling. Is he going to be okay? He's going through withdrawal from drugs after 3+ years of abusing them. It sounds like he's already on his way to
Mhm.
recovery, but it's the hardest, it's the roughest. Yeah, because he can't, it's really going to test his character. But let's go ahead and see what the
Yes,
guides have to say. And her brother's name is Carlos.
Carlos.
He does pray with the angels as well. He is asking for help. He is And you probably already know this, but you know how they say you have to hit rock bottom? He's at rock bottom. So now there's only one other place to go is up. That's the only other place he has to go, and just keep reminding him it can't be any worse than it already was, and you're on your way out. You're on your way up and out. And just keep kicking, like if he's in a water, a pool or something, just keep kicking to the surface, keep kicking to the surface. He can do it. He needs determination and repetition and consistency. It's really important for that consistency. And it sounds like he's he's doing the right thing by
Absolutely.
it sounds like he is on withdrawal from drugs, which means he's made the choice not to. If you could just clarify that, brand art yoga, that'd be great. I don't know if she said anything. But yeah, it's a really, really, really tough spot, but he's
Yeah.
it's up to him. So Terri?
Yeah. Well, right, I can really kind of feel Carlos's spirit and the fact that he's chosen a fairly hard path here through life, and that's okay. Um, they want him to know, and almost if you could show him this recording, how loved he is. They absolutely love him. He is an integral cog in the system, so to speak, or if you want to put it a different way, he's an integral jack stud on a building. He's going to hold it up.
Wow.
He's holding up a lot of other people. Okay, they correct me. It's more like a king stud. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my building terms wrong here. But the thing is that this is so hard for him, but the rewards for him, but also for others, what he's going to do for others who are going to go through the very same thing, who don't think they can do it, who don't think they can go through, is immense. Amen.
Yeah.
And they know that this comes with a lot of heartache. They know that this is really hard. They know that you can relapse. They know all of that, and they still love you completely. So in the grand scheme of things, everything's always going to be all right, always, okay? His soul is loved beyond measure. And he will get through this and do so much more for other people's spirits than I think I can even imagine. So,
Wow. That's so cool. Okay. First of all, I have to show you this because this was the first thing I wrote down. Can you guys see that? Absolute love. Very strongly. And immediately, if you see me over here grinning like a little schoolgirl, it's because I feel this great, powerful joy. I feel joy coming through. Like the other side is just, they're joyful about him, about the journey that he's on. And I'm reminded, and there were so many elements of this message. Absolute love. And I was reminded of the prodigal son. You know, the prodigal son, and I hope you're familiar with this story. There were two sons. One was very responsible and did all the right things and took care of everything. And the other one went off into the world and explored and learned and fell into hard places and hard times. And eventually he came back. And when he came back, his father threw a huge feast and party and invited all of his family and his friends and the people in the village and said, my son is home. And the other son was like, whatever. I was here. Why would you do that? That is absolute love. That's the way God loves us. The Creator loves us. He is not offended. He's not hurt. He is absolute true love. And the important thing to express that to him, and that's that loved beyond measure thing, right? Express to him that this is the truth, absolute truth. And now let that love come in and let that love help you forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. It's a new day. It's a new life now. It's a restored and healed and powerful life. And he is going forward, and support him as much as you possibly can with this message. Give him, I'm feeling like the guides and angels are going to give you things to pass on to him. So watch for them. I don't know. It might be a book. It might be a thought that comes to your heart. It might be a feeling like you're nudged, like, hey, call Carlos right now. Give him some encouragement. Be ready. That's your job. And whew, like I said, I just feel this acceleration and of joy and abundance and happiness. It's it's all there for him, and he's going to be all right. Woo. Wow. Thank you. I'm really grateful to have done that reading. That was,
I feel like he's already won because he's made
yeah.
the decision to quit it, and to get well.
Mhm.
And that's the celebration. That's the win. The rest is just details. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Jean. That was the right time for that. And I'm going to go back to the start. I got to get a hold of myself here.
I know, right?
Sometimes, wow. Okay. So the last question was Sonia. And we are now moving on to Akela. Hi. Oh, Jules. Haha. Interesting. That's the name of the movie I recommended.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Oh, brothers. Tight bond. Very tight
She
bond.
says, I would love a message from him, my brother Jules. Yeah. Okay. I just like to read it out because sometimes people are driving.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm still high from that last reading.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I got your back. Don't worry.
You guys are going to have to help me out here. Woo! That was powerful.
I know we do. We travel. Uh, Jules is very proud of you, Akila. He's saying you've grown and matured and refined your abilities. He's saying he sees your light. He sees the confusion becoming less chaotic and more stable. He can see the light around you. He can see the awareness. It's almost like he can see your halo above your head. He can see like your aura, and he can see how there's like a solid light around your head. He's saying. He's saying you have made connections as well. He's showing me this light traveling, almost like a cord of light. Like if you have a thought that you send out to your mother, or if you have a thought that you send out to your neighbor or a coworker, this is a light that comes from your aura, and that you send light out. I'm not sure if these are prayers or thoughts or something that he says. He sees the light, and he sees that you have. He sees the light travel from your aura to others. But he's just really very proud of you for the way that you have organized your abilities. I think it's more organized, not necessarily chaos, but he was just saying it's more organized, more organized. And he's saying he's just really proud of that. I'm just going to stop there.
So he's showing me himself and you in a very different angle. I don't usually see it like this, where like you're on the stage and he's to the right, which to me is the future, but I'm standing as if I'm him looking back at you. And what I notice is he's got his hands out and he's drawing you forward, like just he's helping your momentum. He's helping you come forward, and he's saying, resist anything that holds you back. If you have, he's somehow referring to cultural ideas that may want people may want to say, oh, Akela, don't do that, that's not good, that's not spiritual, that's not, but he's saying resist all of that. I am guiding you, I am helping pull you forward in your abilities, in your spirit. Please come forward without fear.
Wow. These messages are really connected today. The first thing I heard was his great love for you, and you were very close. And I'm just going to put this out there, and you can validate it or not. He said we shared secrets and dreams. And then hands. That's what I saw. I saw hands reaching out and supporting. That's amazing. Those beautiful dreams. Don't be afraid, they will come true. He's saying, sweet sister, oh, he's saying, we've had many journeys together, and I'm sorry I am not with you right now, but you have no idea how much I can do from here. Go in your room, go in your place, lock the door, shut the door, and commune with me. Your heart is so sweet, so dear, so sweet and dear. And my love for you is unending. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that you had a wonderful relationship together, and I don't know why, but I'm hearing, like people, like some kind of brothers and sisters can be so silly with each other, it's just telling each other things and laughing and giggling and be joyful. Because what's ahead of you is very, very good. Okay, I think that's it. Oh man, that was sweet. Okay, Akela, let us know how you his baby brother. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Yeah, she validated that he was her baby brother. Oh, look at those two little smiles. Yes, that's beautiful. That's it. That's it. Oh gosh, lovely. Well, thank you so much. Hang on. Might have to go correct them. No, I'm just kidding. They're a little early today. Usually they're right on an hour, man. Okay. Excuse me just for a minute. Talk amongst yourselves where I find out where I am. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we're on to Olga. Okay. Olga. Hi, may I ask what is Paul thinks about me? He is a non-romantic person in my life. Well now.
We wouldn't, I don't usually go into somebody else's energy without their permission, but we can just kind of look at you and Paul to see what that relationship might look like.
I agree. And for that reason, I'm going to do the cards. So
Yeah.
you ladies go ahead when you're ready.
Well, I think he thinks the world of you. I think that he has a lot of admiration, and I see that you two are sort of like a kindred spirit. There is an ease and a connection that is unexplainable, um, and it is only what you want it to be. It's up to you whether. Um, I mean, who you can always use another friend, right? Um, but it's mutual. Whatever you feel for Paul is mutual. He definitely has admiration for you, and I feel the connection. There's a pull. There's a like a magnetism, and it's not necessarily like you said. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be an ease with getting to know one another, almost like you've known each other for your whole life, and you may not have, or something. Just an ease and a connection, and it's true and it's real.
Well, I'm seeing that, yeah, Paul really loves you, in a platonic sort of way. But what he's showing me is kind of you on a cart, like in a parade. Like you're in a parade, you're in this cart, this slightly rickety looking cart, but it's got all these fancy shapes on it. So it's kind of like I guess what a kid might draw up like a princess cart, and I don't know what's pulling the cart, but it's like you're there, you're kind of doing the princess wave a little bit, and he really likes you. He really adores the ideas and the way that you do things, but he's a very complete person here because he's showing that he likes your goofiness, he likes the funniness. Um, Sometimes you're exasperating to him. It's a full meal deal here. But in general, he's looking at you like you're kind of fantastic, even though you're kind of fantastic in your own mind a little bit. He says, I'm willing to go there with you. So that's kind of cool. That's nice to have a friend like that.
I love the princess cart. That's beautiful.
It is really neat.
I've got a little bit of both worlds here because the first thing I heard was that he needs to feel safe. Just understand, and I know that you care about him, so understand that that is one of the needs he has, is to feel safe. I got that very strongly. And then I drew the cards. I love the cards. They're so good. Okay, so I'm using the Beauty Tarot because that's great for relationships. And the first one that I drew was the Two of Cups. Hey, look at that. Now, this can be a romantic relationship. It can also be about very dear, very close friends. It can also be about two people who have a deep communication with each other and an understanding. So that's the first card. So that's the situation of the relationship right now. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, which I think in this case is holding on to something. That's one of the meanings of this card. So that goes with the message I got before I drew the cards, is that he needs to feel safe. So he's holding on to his security. He's holding on to that need to feel safe, and he's holding on to that in your relationship. Then we get the Knight of Swords. Now, I think this relates to you. I think that perhaps you're a bit impulsive, and that's one of the things that perhaps he feels is a little offsetting for him. So understand that doesn't mean that he doesn't have deep feelings for you. That's just something that makes him sort of jump back just a little bit. I think that fits in perfect to what the ladies said. And then this is a beautiful card for this story. It's the Seven of the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot. So this is success and victory. I feel like perhaps a period of time is involved in this. And I think that if you work with I'm going to say it. Work with your guides on this and consult them about things that are going to happen between the two of you in this period of time. Eventually, it is headed, I believe, for success. But the guides will help guide you into perhaps maybe helping you understand yourself. You know, before you can truly love someone else, you have to truly love and understand yourself. I think that's what's involved here. But I do see that there's going to be progress. And in the end, you know,
Can you hold that card
success.
up? That
The,
last card?
the chariot.
Hmm.
Yes. It's a good
Now,
one.
hold it a little closer to the camera. This is what he likes about you. Your free spirit and your unbridled. What is it? Love is it called? What is that unbridled? What is that saying? I feel like free spirit and
Unbridled
unbridled
passion.
passion.
Oh,
He sees you as this magnificent, spontaneous, free spirit, controlled. He feels that energy from you, is what I'm getting. That's very telling, Terry. And I'm going to have to start getting cards because I keep getting hits on other people's cards. But that is really, really, really neat. Really neat.
I think I think the chariot's going to move a lot faster than the princess card. I think it's a
Aw.
similar idea.
Yeah. Yeah. He thinks very highly of you in all regards. But it does look like that Terry Lee may have frozen for just a minute. She may
Yeah.
pop out and come back in again. But I just want to say hi. We can't really pop anything else up here. I don't have, but I just want to say
Right.
hi to Patty D and Kelly Scarborough, Jane Laymeyer. Bye, Jane. And Rose Hill's here. JR is here. Nice to see you. Valerie S says, thank you so much, ladies. You're welcome. Juno Sphere is always supportive. Thank you, Juno. And Tina Mac, Tina MCC. I love that. Tina MCC. Nice to see you. And Terry and I both are available for private readings, as well as if you want to come on over to our YouTube channels and subscribe, hit the bell. We all go around to everybody's YouTube channels and we do a round robin. We're on different
Right.
YouTube channels as well.
Yeah.
Terry, did you want to?
Oh, I just wanted to say Terry Lee also does personal readings, and you're on her channel right now. I just noticed that Viviane, sorry, put up create an Amazon wish list for the channel. Viviane, maybe you should expand upon that idea. What do you mean by that?
Well, it means that if you want something from Amazon, you can share it with the I don't know, who would we share it with? Oh, we would put it on the link on our YouTube page. And if they wanted, instead of giving us $5, they sort of like buy us a coffee or buy us something that we really want.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I
Yeah.
see.
Hmm.
Ah,
Yeah. Other content providers do that.
well, in
Um,
fact, in fact, something like that is kind of happening with Junosphere. Our good friend Junosphere that's been in the chat. She needs to kind of get all her technology updated, and she needs a lot of help from that. And so she actually has a GoFundMe page right now. And if you donate $20 to Juno, and in fact, if you just go to GoFundMe and search for Juno, she comes up number one. And if you donate $20 or more, I will give you a free reading. You just have to then email me, and I'll do that.
and
wow.
Terry is back.
I got taken out. I mean, no internet. I'm
Wow.
probably
Put your back.
the storm, that photon storm that's happening right now. And fortunately, I did a restart and a reboot. Didn't work. Then I did it again and it worked. I'm glad to be back. I felt like I went into the nether. I'm glad you guys used the time. And thank you so much. Wow. Okay, ladies, where we want to go? We want to go to another question now. We just finished with Olga, correct? And
with Olga. And
Okay.
we're telling everybody about Juno's
Junos.
YouTube, I
Mm,
mean, her GoFundMe. And I'm going to put the link up in just a second. It wouldn't let me do the whole thing. So
great.
we're all offering, if you donate to Juno, you just email us and put Juno in the subject line, and we'll send you a link for a free reading. So if you want to, if you could, if you donate $20 or more, then you can get a free reading for one of us. Just send
Yes.
us an email, and our emails are all in the community page or
Mhm.
on our YouTube channel. And then put Juno in the subject so we'll know to send you a link for a free reading. But thank
Yes.
you very much for helping Juno. And I did try and put that in there. I don't know if the link is live. I did it, but hopefully it's live. Let me see.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet.
There it is.
Oh, you got
It
it now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Whew. Okay. We're going to move on to Lark's question if you ladies are ready.
Mm-hmm.
Lark Kemper, question. If I'm stretching the envelope, you had reached out and connected with the ant people. I feel a notch to pursue that I realize it's not the norm, but we're all not afraid to step out of the. And I don't know if there was an extended part of that message or not.
I know.
Boundaries, maybe?
Yeah.
The boundary?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. If you give me a minute, I can go see if there was a continuation underneath. So this was at 240. Can you guys
So
see?
I had answered a question for Lark once before while you're
Okay.
looking if you want to, but
Yeah.
I mean, I can just fill you in. And
Yes.
he was just curious if I knew anything about ant people. I don't know if he had read about it or if they were visiting him or if he had an image.
Okay.
And I'm not sure where he originally heard about it. And so I said, yeah, let me try. Let me see what they say. So I closed my eyes and
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, I said they're not ant people, they're ant beings. They're they're the
Yeah.
beings.
Mhm.
They don't call themselves people like humans do."
Yeah.
And everybody was like, I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're really talking to me. They want to clear it up."
Yeah.
But he just wanted to know if we could all maybe tune in and see if we could get a little message from the ant beings.
Okay.
He just wanted to see if we could pursue it a little bit. It's interesting. It's something different.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. They just want us to know that they're not threatening. They are very scientific. They're very they're showing me they're showing me they're like um shoot. The mantis beings, they're similar to a mantis being because they have that exoskeleton, I think that they feel as though that we can maybe relate to something the mantis beings as well. If I'm not, if I'm they're just showing me that there are others out there like them that we may know and be more familiar with. He's saying there's so many of us out here. He said you have anything that your imagination could dream up is part of what's out here. He said there are millions of different species of different sizes, shapes, and forms. Anyone else?
Yeah, I can kind of feel their spirit, and they're talking about the fact that they're really good communicators. They communicate to each other
Mm-hmm.
through claircognizant telepathy, but also through smell and pheromones and things like that. Um, the connection between them all is so very, very, very strong. And so they're also talking about the fact that because of this strong connection, this strong bond, this strong communication, that you also have some strong organizational powers, that you can organize well, because that they work together so well. They already know. They don't have to explain to the other ant being what to do. You guys know, and they're like, this is something. This is a gift that you have as well. That you can call upon organization and making good decisions and how to get there. That this is something you can do because that you're part of the ant beings.
Wow. That's so fits. I'm just freaking out over here listening to you. Well, you're talking to an ET believer here. So I was very happy to tune in. And they told me they were builders. We are builders. We are the co-creators of our planet. And they showed me exactly what Terri said, is that they have that ability to have the telepathy. Also, they can transfer emotions back and forth to each other with great ease. They told me that we came to encourage you to build, that we came to encourage you to build. So there's something that you're working on that they are here to let's tickle your fancy. We're here to tickle your fancy and your imagination to build, and call on us because we can help you. We can help you building. You're working on something's happening in your life that they have come to show you the skills that they have, and encourage you to build your skills as well. Ooh,
Interesting.
that was wild how that I love just being last and listening to you, and then when they and when we they all connect, I just kind of freak out a little bit. That was amazing. Thank you, Lark. That was really fun. I like that. Okay.
This is a beautiful example of that which you are seeking is seeking you. Like it's not, it's because of them seeking you that you are really intrigued and wanting to know more and more. It is like a mutual thing.
Okay. We are ready for our next question. And that is Gentle Rain Yoga. Hi, all. I'd love any communication you can perceive from my living cat doll or loving cat?
Yeah.
Living.
Living.
Okay.
She's
Living cat
alive.
Doyle, please and thank you. Okay. Well, I don't know if we need permission from Doyle, but we'll go ahead and see what we can get.
Okay, he's alive. She's confirming.
Oh, thank you.
He's alive. Thank you.
Just wanted to make sure. Sometimes people mistype, and want to make sure we got it right.
So I'm not sure why I'm seeing a grandmother, but I'm seeing a grandmother with like it's almost like a storybook grandmother with the little spectacles and the hair up in a bun on top of her hair, on top of her head. I'm not sure if he likes being held on a grandmother's lap. Did he come from a grandmother? Did he want to be with a grandmother? Something, it's very, very strong feeling of a grandmother coming through. Maybe he's giving you a message from your grandmother. He wants to say grandmother. That's what I'm getting. How about you ladies?
So right away when I kind of got into Doyle's spirit, he kind of comes with an apology and I can see I'm not seeing anything wrong with his body, because I was kind of reading with my hand, like, is there anything wrong with Doyle? It doesn't really seem like there's much wrong with Doyle. But right away, the first thing I saw is he was annoyed. he was annoyed with something, and he says, "Please forgive me when that once in a great while I like freak out and attack things." He said, "Because I can see things you cannot. I get very, very annoyed, and I want to try to stop them from doing whatever they're doing." And he said, "I don't mean any harm by this. I try to be the goodest boy I can." He said that sometimes it's his job to clear away. I think he's talking about bad emotions. Like maybe there's bad emotions floating through the air or something, or I don't want to say there's like pixies or something, but there's something he can see that you cannot, that he can feel that you cannot, and then it annoys him and he has to attack it. And to you, it looks like, oh my gosh, he just kind of went a little nuts suddenly. And but he's saying, "I'm doing my best to protect you from any harmful thoughts." Okay, that's what I got.
That is so interesting because what I got, and I didn't get a lot, but what I got was when you're worried about me, the energy bothers me. And he's basically, that's what I heard. Just stop worrying about me. That energy is too harsh for him to be around. And that particular type of emotion is not required at this time. He's fine. He feels your love and concern. I am so sorry for my dog. Apparently, he has something to say about it. That's the message I got. It was pretty strong, and that energy, when you worry about him, it affects him greatly, and he does not want to be around it. That's what I got. And let's see. Oh, stop it.
You know what, Terri? I am going to have to go in just about 3 minutes. So I don't know if we have anything in
Oh, you have
3
to leave
minutes or if
early?
you want to.
Everybody has to leave early?
Actually, I have to take my granddaughters to a parade.
Oh, whoa. All right. Well, then we'll just listen to Jack's suggestion here. I'm sorry, we have to cut this short, everybody. Someone in the chat asked if I had a channel, and yes, I do. And let me go over here to our banners, and we'll go through those really quickly. You can book a reading with me at purevisionarypsychic.com. My channel is Pure Visionary Psychic Medium, and I would love to have you jump on board. So thank you so much for asking. And you can get a private reading with SunPsychic Jean at sunpsychicjean.com. And you can get a full reading with Terri Suzuki at Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. And I guarantee you it will be a wild ride. So, so sorry, we got to run. And
Thank
like
you,
I said,
Terri Lee. And
Jack's
thank you
known.
for hosting. And you
Of
did a
course.
wonderful job. There's so many people here today. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It was so much fun. So many different questions, weren't there? Really
There were.
intense.
Good assortment, good subjects. And you're also dear to us. Thank you so much. And we'll exit stage right. So I just want to say, as I always do, you are loved beyond measure. Please remember that as often as you can. You're precious. The Creator adores you. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and take care. Stay cool.
Thanks for
Stay dry.
coming.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.